Alrighty. Wait, is this not making audio? Was this just silence the whole time? Oh my. I'm not gonna lie. I just did a little bit of exercise and I'm out of breath as fuck. Alright. So what we got here? See if I can competently do this. Come on. There we go. And then I need to open that. View your channel. There we go, YouTube Studio. Okay, so got the desktop audio all good. And then here's what I'm like. Who the fuck like this? Oh, pause, hold on. Who liked this? Pause. Who fuck liked this? Who liked this? And who the hell? Alright, whatever. Anyway, I should probably get to it. I think I'm gonna play on the optimized version because wonder if y'all can hear the cat. Because I like how it looks. That's simply it. I like how it looks. I think it looks nice. Oh yeah, and then we gotta do this. Where are you? That should be hooked up? Okay, it is hooked up correctly. Hold on, let me switch on my keyboards. I don't think I've showed this because this is like corny as hell what I do. So that new keyboard, it has linear switches and I mean like it's buttery smooth. I love typing with it. But my old keyboard, you know, half the buttons, not half the buttons, but a large majority of the buttons are not working. Not even that, just some of them aren't. So I have to keep on switching them. Right now I'm on G. I've definitely been through W and a few others on the top row. I can't remember which other ones I've been through, but yeah, right now I'm on G. And I remember over the entire course of playing Omicron, one of the other keys in the middle row went out because I think it was H. Because, like, there's just so much clicking in that fucking level. I thought I really noticed it during the first UFO. And I thought, like, I thought I found a new bug for the UFO. After, like, 15 days of playing it, I just find a bug in the UFO. But, no, it was just one of my keys double clicking. So I had to switch one of my keys. And I mean, like, to be fair, that level is long and it's very click heavy. There is a lot of clicks in Omicron. You know, I played the game yesterday, but not very well. I mean, like, I was playing with my other keyboard half the time, so I wasn't really playing well at all. Just my accuracy goes down, to be honest. So wave and shift definitely take the hardest hit when I play with that keyboard, so that's why I really don't play with it. That's good enough. I did it 5 times. I'm just gonna like play NLEX. Did I really put that? I did put that little checkpoint there. I still think there's some optimization to be done to NLEX's part. I think I can optimize it some more. There's a few little parts there, like, really? I'm really just gonna practice Pentatone. Shit, really? What are the other? Oh, I want to close. I didn't make any changes. Okay, I can close that. I wonder, like, actually there probably is. Why am I even asking that question? I might get this for the next time that I play the game, but it would be like a little bit more difficult. But I bet there is a digital soundboard. Like, you know, you can get the physical ones and whatever, and you just press the keys. But I bet they have a digital one that I could just like download for free. And I could have the overlay on my other screen. The only downside of that is I wouldn't be able to use it while I'm in game. Because, you know, my cursor's locked. I only practiced that part because why? Because holy shit, I'm buffering and I'm tired. I don't need, what did I say? I don't even know. I don't need to practice that part because I've been through it a million times. I noticed something. So this level is very inconsistent. That's not what I noticed, but it's going to lead into what I noticed. So since this level is so inconsistent, I don't know why I was trying to do like the 4 runs every time. I kind of figured out that it was just wasting more time and energy than it was worth. Because I know how to do it. I know all the tactics for it. I don't need to do it every time. I just need to start playing from the checkpoints that I want to beat it from and start playing those. Instead of trying to do the 4 runs every time and then trying to do 2 runs, you know? I'm just wasting time and energy trying to do those runs. Like, I know they're inconsistent, and I know I won't do it every time, no matter how much I practice. So just kind of playing from the checkpoints that I intend to beat it from, I feel like has made me progress faster. Like that day that I got 64%, like, I didn't do all the runs, I just kind of started from checkpoints, and if I didn't get to 100, oh, whatever. You know, that run is hard, that's expected to happen. Literally, I died to a timing that always has a 50-50 chance of me passing it or not. Like that, I'm not gonna play that until I beat it. I know the click pattern, I know when to click, I know how to beat it. Like, I think that's why I didn't make progress for a while. It's because I kept on trying to do the runs every time. It's like, okay, cool, I've done... I didn't track it, but on my description it says I've done it 20 times. But like, oh cool, I've done NLEX to... not NLEX to 100. Penato to 100 like 40 times. But what does it benefit me doing that every time? I know how to do Penato. I know how to do NLEX. I like to warm up with the NLEX wave. So yeah, I think playing from the checkpoint I intend to get the run from sooner and stop wasting my time on like runs that I've already done a million times has made me progress faster. Every time I don't play this game for like a couple of days, coming back is kind of difficult because, you know, when I'm in the string of playing it every day for at least an hour, when I have more time to play, I can play the game for like 3 hours. And my wrist and finger and just hand in general not get sore. But when I come back to it after a few day hiatus, you know, I don't feel like my skills diminish, but the amount of time I can put in a singular session definitely has diminished. Because my hand just gets sore so easily. I think it's kind of insane how much the Geometry Dash community has grown simply with the release of 2.2. Like, not only has it brought back old players, but it has... the update has brought in a huge influx of new players and also just new mobility content, which definitely has positively impacted the digital footprint and how widespread and mainstream the game has gotten. Where this is going is, with the creation of the all-rated Extreme Demon list, I remember before 2.2 and like quite before that, people talking about the percentage of people in the community that have beaten an Extreme. And it was very low, it was like under 5%. They give you a queue for where your submission is in the all-rated Extreme Demon list. When I submitted ACU, I was 1,300th in line. That's a lot of people submitting submissions for an Extreme Demon list. I don't think the number is that small anymore, where it's like less than 5% of players have beaten an Extreme. I do think that beating an Extreme, even if it's like the easiest one on the entire Extreme Demons list, is impressive. It is impressive, no doubt. But I don't think it's as impressive as it used to be anymore. So I think the number definitely, or I definitely think the contributing factor is not if you've beaten an Extreme now, it's how many you've beaten and where they place on the list. That was way, way, way too high. But yeah, I think the number of extreme demons you beat now is way more impressive rather than if you've beaten one, because there's just so many people beating extreme demons. Like, I don't know what number would be impressive if you're grinding out something between, if you're grinding out numbers between like the 800th place and then the last place of ranked extremes. Like, I want to say if you beat, I don't know. Maybe if you beat 10, that's where it starts getting impressive. But then, of course, placement is a huge factor too if something is impressive. Like, if you beat something below 500, I'd say that's an impressive feat. The all-rated extreme demons list says you have to have, like, they start getting serious about submissions for 400 and under. Which, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I want to wait until my Omicron submission and be like, I'm just gonna submit it once it drops below 400th place. Because I can't remember if I beat it or if it's still sub 400. Actually, no, I can't remember if it's in the 400s or 300s. I'll check after this attempt. Where are we? All rated extreme. I'm gonna assume this is it. No. Okay, fuck off. I'm just bad at this game. Oh, let's see my submit a record. Let's see if, yeah, pending. Where is this in line? Still, oh yeah, no, there's, never mind, that's the number. 13,980 submissions currently in queue. Anyway, view list. Let me just see where Omicron is on the list right now. Okay, it's still sub 400. That's kind of crazy. Let me just move that. I have a little chart with ChatGPT that says where things were. Yeah, placement upon completion. I beat Omicron when I was 364. So it's dropped about 12 places since I've last played it. So yeah, if I submitted it right now, it would have to be like, the audio track would have to be separate from the video. And I'm pretty sure it just sometimes automatically does that in DaVinci Resolve, but I don't know how to submit that as like that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, maybe that's something like a project I should do tonight once I kind of finish with some homework and studying and whatever. Man, Simplify, you need to fuck off, man. Should I just start playing from zero? I don't know. Honestly, I kind of love the different icon. Like, at first I just used it to change my color, but I actually love that fox cube. And I kind of like it being the alternate cube color. Everything else I kept the same because I just really like the color scheme. Like, no, I like all my icons and I can't find any better replacement for all of them. And I kind of themed my icons to all have like faces or be like alive or something. You know, the cube pretty self-explanatory. My ship has a face. Robot is, well, I guess that's always alive. The swing copter is... Sorry, Barb. If that's you, I can't answer. I hope that's just an Amazon package. Everybody pause. That was weird. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, that was like weird. Okay, no, the drop off itself wasn't weird, you know, ringing the doorbell wasn't weird. What was weird is that I went to go pick it up and it was like, it was heavy. I'm not gonna lie, it was heavy and it didn't say, be careful, heavy item. Like, I don't think it was, I don't know. It was heavy. I'm not gonna lie. It was just straight up heavy. I'm not a weak person. I'm like a 240 pound, 6'4" man. I'm not a weak person, but that was kind of heavy. Why didn't you put a caution heavy on it? Like, if I was positioned any worse than it already was when I was lifting that, I probably would have hurt my back. I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe I should just hurt my back and sued Amazon. Run it back, Amazon. Let me try that again. I'm trying to sue y'all. I hate that shit. I hate that jump right there. In my version, that's truly just gonna be a buffer. Like, there's really all these teleportation portals to fix your position, and it doesn't even work 100% of the time. Okay, come on, let's do Osiris's part this time. What the f- That was bad. Come on. Damn, I'm so fucking bad. 13 to 58. Oh no. Let's turn on accurate. Ignore accurate. 12.62 to 57.79. Let's just play from 0. I think this stopped at 3%. Yeah, I no-clipped it to wherever I died, 76. No, I did not die at 76. 64? 65? 66? I'm not saying the magic number. But I think I died around there. Anyway, I like no-clipped it to that part, so you know when I get a new best, it actually shows a new best at that part. Not like it would right there at 10%. But when I went on a no-clip and then I died at 76, it didn't register it. How am I so bad at this game? That's insane. Drop attempt, just fumbled. So yeah, honestly, really the only positions I should be playing from right now is like seriously investing time is 0 and 38%. Really? I'm just kind of dying at everything stupid, I'm not gonna lie. That was really high up. Can I do the stupid thing? Yeah! Yes, I can do the stupid thing. So... story time, because I'm an idiot. Like this is actually idiotic activity in the story. The other day as in yesterday, I thought I was having a heart attack. How did I think I was having a heart attack? Why? I was having chest pain and nausea, which are two very telling symptoms of a heart attack. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm having a heart attack. But what if it's not a heart attack? What if it's just like, you know, I always see memes about men where it's like the random chest pain you have, but then it goes away, so it's all fine. Yeah, I just thought it was one of those. I just thought it was one of those moments. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna call 911. But I was like seriously nauseous and like closing my eyes and concentrating on not throwing up and trying to concentrate to not think about the pain. After about 20 minutes, it was chilling. I'm like, okay, this position or this activity makes the pain not as bad. I later figured out and traced back the source of the pain. I was reaching for something in kind of like an awkward position, and it was definitely like this click moment where when I was reaching, I felt something like shift and then instant chest pain. And I'm like, okay, this makes sense. This is adding up like this. I was like putting my symptoms together, and I'm like, I pulled the fucking muscle. Because it was very localized to the bottom two ribs, which are the floating ribs. I'm like, that's definitely not a heart attack. And I'm feeling nauseous, probably because I was in like a lot of pain. Because when you pull a muscle, it's not fun. You can't do certain movements, and it hurts a lot. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna have some Tylenol, and we'll see what that does. Now, I know the daily limit for acetaminophen, which is Tylenol, is 4,000 milligrams. These are 500 milligram tablets. I planned on taking it, like this happened at, what, 1 o'clock? No, this happened at 12, and then I decided to take the meds at 1 o'clock. I'm like 1 o'clock, and then again at 5, and then again at 9. But I didn't want to take 3,000 milligrams of Tylenol, so I only took 1 capsule. I only took 500 milligrams. And kind of like surprise for the amount of pain I was in and for the size and weight of me, it really did not touch my pain at all. I was just kind of taking Tylenol for fun, I guess. Not really, but yeah. Fuck off! Okay, I kind of want to get past 30%. Like, I want to get a shock attempt before I start playing from shock again. If I could just do that, like, real quick, that'd be really amazing. Oh my fucking god, no way. That's horse malarkey, that death right there. That's fucking stupid. That's really fucking stupid. Holy shit, man. This is making me not want to play from zero right now. Oh, okay, that's like... This is bad, just get to the drop already. Holy fuck. I'm at like 4 fumbled drop attempts. This is getting really bad. Don't hit the desk. Oh my god. Hold on, I want to see if I can do something. Because sometimes when I hit my desk, a certain thing happens. One more time. Hello? What disconnected? Oh! Oh my god, that makes so much sense now. That makes... Okay, so funny thing. I just realized when I hit my desk, you know, that sound happens. I'm like, what just disconnected? I realized one of the USB, like I have this USB hub and one of the USBs in there is kind of loose, I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me. And I realized sometimes when I hit my desk, hold on, this is a super weird position. Sometimes when I hit my desk, I'll open up the USB somehow. I'm like, wow, that's really weird. I realized that either the USB has been connected or disconnected, and me hitting the desk disconnects or connects it. So when it's popping up, it was disconnected, and I hit my desk and I connected it. That's wild. Fuck off, just give me a drop attempt. This is bad, this is bad. This is bad, why am I not getting any drop attempts? And I was always worried whenever I'd hit my desk and I'd hear something disconnect, but none of like, kind of the immediately important things like my keyboard or camera or microphone or mouse would disconnect. And I'm like, what is disconnected? What important thing just disconnected that I cannot see? It was just the USB port or USB stick. I don't want to play from that checkpoint anymore. Like, that checkpoint is genuinely pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hard to play from zero sometimes. Because the very beginning is just so insanely easy, and then you get to that robot section out of nowhere, and it's like, holy fuck. And then you get the ball section and the ship section. It's like, I did not sign up for this. It's like, well, actually, I actively did consciously sign up for all this bullshit. Okay, come on, let's get a good attempt in. I would really love to just get past TMN from here, because I did 2 TMN. Did I get to TMN? Yeah, from 12. Oh my god, I literally fucking clicked it. Piss off. That was way too early. Way too high up. I hate it. I hate that shit, man. Piss off. Shit. Should I just play from TMN a little bit? I can't think of the last time that I really actually had a session where I played from TMN. That death was not deserved. What the fuck? Disable the hitbox, asshole. I was just unfocused, but I think I want to play from TMN. I don't know, I just haven't been playing well from this part at all. That was the most unfocused attempt on TMN ever. It's always gonna be MLex. It's always gonna be that dude. Like, come on. What if we do a random attempt from here? The last time I did a random attempt from before shock but not total drop was really good. It's not on my cards today. Piss off. No! I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. I hate that stupid stuff so much. So you're the mini, but then you hit a big portal and you're dead. You were too close when you hit the portal. Can't believe I wasn't too high there. What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. That was just so laughably bad. Fuck failure, dude. Fuck failure. That part is bullshit. Fuck, I shouldn't have clicked. That was way too low. I'm trying to think about a way to talk about today's class while being as respectful as possible. So, we have a teacher for one of the hardest classes. Last semester, the general class consensus is that, wow, this class is hard and the teacher isn't exactly amazing. So we are really on our own because the teacher just does not care about us, which is a sucky feeling. And it's a sucky situation. And 1 second. Fuck, sound fine. So this semester, you know, the first week really was going to set in stone how we felt about this teacher for same class, but, you know, next semester. We had a different one, a different teacher, same class. After the first week, sadly, I think the general consensus is, okay, we again are on our own. Because constructive criticism for all teachers out there, if a student asks a question, and instead of lending your knowledge and experience, you say, look in the textbook, I'm sorry to say it, but you're not exactly the best teacher. So, how do I explain the situation? We were playing Kahoot, and it's pretty bad when 90% of the class is choosing the wrong answer. The teacher literally said, wow, we got a few different answers there. It's like, yeah, can you explain why the answer is what it is? She did not. She just kept on moving along, and she's like, am I moving too fast? It's like, girl, that's like a rhetorical question. You're gonna keep on doing the same thing. Like, she's a really nice person, but it's just kind of, you lose all hope for the teacher in the class when you know the answer for one of your questions is going to be, that's a great question, let me look it up and search it up later. It's like, you're teaching something that you have like 10 years of experience in. Why did you agree to teach? Also, my knee's really itchy. But yeah, me and my classmates are just kind of hopeless for this class, because so far we are 2 for 2 for not having the best teacher for this class. One thing that makes one of the teachers like really great, and we have her for majority of the classes, and we had her for one of the hardest classes last semester, but we don't have that class this semester, so you know what, good for her, she got a bunch of easier classes to teach. But one thing I think we all love about her is that she comes with confident experience. And when she doesn't know an answer, which isn't that often, instead of telling us to go to the textbook, she's like, you know what, let's go to the textbook. She goes into the textbook and she like talks about the answer. It's like, damn, you like actually care about us passing this class. But the other teachers, it really just feels like they're there to kind of collect a paycheck and be done with it. Because again, the greatest teacher that I was talking about, you know, looking through the textbook for the answers, you can tell that she either A, is just really good of coming up with stuff on the spot, or B, she actually went through the lecture notes before lecturing us. The two teachers that I've had that have been consistently bad, one thing that they 100% share, along with telling us to look in the textbook, is it feels like they just logged on for that class and they did no prior proofreading to what they would be teaching us. And you know, one of them is trying to be cute about it and be like, oh my god, let's learn together. You like teach me something. It's like, no! No! You teach us! That's your job! But yeah, just both the teachers that we had that consistently are not great. They just feel like they just came on and they're just talking word for word from the PowerPoint. It's not their PowerPoint, which you think would make their job easier. They don't have to make a PowerPoint. You could at least go through it and know what you're teaching us. Samifying, you're really exhausting me right now. Oh my god. But, you know what? Silver lining, the teacher is really sweet. She is. She is really sweet. She works with kids. She's like, you know, she's like a saint. She works in pediatrics, but honestly, girl, I don't know if you should be teaching, because half the time you're teaching, you really do sound unsure of yourself. I feel like this is fuck Samifying. No, fuck Joe. Anyway, where's this going? This is going to Astoria, I swear to God. Oh yeah, so since this teacher doesn't really have our, I guess, our trust to bring meaningful input towards the content that she's reading, because of what feels like previous efforts that weren't there, a lot of us leave class when she says to go do group work. Because it feels like she's taught us nothing, and then she's just kind of trying to fill up time by doing group work. So a lot of us just leave. I, for the most part, have felt too bad to leave when it's like group work, because I feel bad for the teacher, and I feel bad because I might be screwing over classmates. So I stay. But a majority of people leave. And today it was just like so depressing, because she's like, alright guys, when we do group work today, can we not all leave? And someone left when she mentioned group work, and she's like, okay. I'm like, oh, that's actually like the tone of how you said that actually makes me feel terrible. I wanted to leave, not because I didn't want to do group work, but because of the horrendous guilt tripping that like, oh no, like, okay, like the tone and just the wording. She sounded completely and utterly defeated. I haven't done that in a while. I truly do think, because now we're in Zoom. And last semester this didn't happen, but I think Zoom rolled out an update or something. It tells you who leaves. Like, it's always told you who has joined the meeting, but now it's telling you who leaves, when they leave. I truly think the program should implement, like, punishment systems for people just leaving midway through class. Like, of course I think people will get smarter with it, but like, I think people's names should start being written down when it's like, okay, let's go do group work. And then, I shit you not, half the class leaves. You'll just hear a bunch of pings of the leaving sound. And I think those people should, honest to God, be written up. And I feel like people would get smarter, and they'd be like, oh, I have an appointment, or oh, the internet went out. I think if the class is 8 to 11, we finish early a lot, but like, I think you should definitely disclose before class if you have an appointment at like 11 o'clock and you have to leave at 10:30 or whatever. Even if we finish before and there's no real reason for that email, you don't have to leave early, I still think you should disclose that, because people just kind of say in the chat, they're like, oh, I have an appointment. It's like, bro, any of us could have said that. Any of us could have just said, oh, I have an appointment, and then leave before group work starts. Where is that going? Oh, yeah. I said people should be penalized for leaving when she says time for group work, and then people would get smarter and be like, oh, I have an appointment. I think for it to be viable, you'd have to disclose that you have an appointment beforehand. Like, before the class even starts. Not in the moment when you leave. No, because, like I said, anyone can say they have an appointment. And you don't have to disclose what that appointment is, because, you know, that's your personal information. Oh my god, the shittiest thing happened today in class. She said we're gonna do some group work, and only one person left this time instead of like half, which is actually impressive. Anyway, not the teacher, I'm talking about a classmate, this bitch. So I get put into a room with 2 other people. We do the group work, whatever, go on a little break, come back, and then we start presenting. I shit you not, 2 minutes before we start presenting, guess whose internet conveniently went out? One of my group mates. So now all the points that we're supposed to talk about that were going to be divvied up between 3 people are now divvied up between 2 people. And the other person in my group is very, very shy. So, you know, I'm like, okay, I know you're shy, and our fucking group member left, so I'll just present her portion. Like, fucking really? And then after presentations, guess whose internet came back on? My group mate. The other group mate that fucking conveniently had internet issues. Yeah, she texted in, like, we have a class group chat, she texted in there, like, oh, my internet went out. It's like, you could join from your phone, actually, if you have data. You could join the lecture from your fucking phone. Like fucking horse malarkey, your internet went out. It's just so frustrating. It's like, really? Your internet went out. Fuck you, man. Your internet did not go out. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I think you're supposed to boom, 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 boom. Instead I do boom, boom, ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Damn. I find it weird that there's only orb decoration for 1 orb in this entire segment. I wonder if there's any other bugs. Because you can do that. I think you're supposed to... Yeah. 61, 2... 1... Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I just like to hold here. I wonder if there's any other skips. I really like this part slowed down. I think that, like... Okay, I tried to do some video editing, or some audio editing for the song. Because honestly, I just think this shit sounds better when it's slowed down. So I tried to pitch it down, but didn't work out. Yeah, I tried a bunch of video editing and it did not work out. Also, I kind of like the audio. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I did. I tried to pitch down that part because I really sounded like I really like what it sounds like when it's slowed down. So I just tried to pitch it down a bit. Because obviously if I did a replacement song, I can't slow it down, or else it would be totally mismatched. Anyway, did not work out. I did not figure out the pitching very well at all. So, anyway, what else? Oh yeah, that part right after failures. I really like what the song does, and I thought it would kind of fit better if you have headphones on, and I tried switching the audio bouncing to, like, it predominantly went from left left to right after each of those like cool sounds, but I didn't like how I ended up doing it. Maybe I could make like a master version later, because I really didn't like how I ended up. Just how it ended up. I also added more bass to TMN's part. I need like a better audio editing software if I want to remix songs and stuff, or if it's something I actually want to do. Because DaVinci Resolve, like, until the project is exported, you don't really know how it sounds, because I feel like you know when you make something too loud or too bassy, it like breaks the audio? Yeah, I was getting that like just all the time in DaVinci Resolve. I think that's because it's not previewing it in the full quality, which, I mean, like, makes sense, because they're going to be using a ton of resources. But that means I don't truly know what it sounds like until I export the project. I'm actually getting pissed off by soundifying right now. Fuck off! Oh my god. I think taking out objects inherently changes the difficulty of the level. I think LDMs vastly do change the difficulty of a level. Like, if you're someone who like seriously actually plays the game and knows how to play the game, I feel like you already know what I'm talking about without even talking about it. But like, say there's orb decoration, and then you use an LDM that takes out the orb decoration. And let's say that orb, or you know, let's just say timing orbs. There are timings to the orbs. Anyone who uses like a visual cue, you don't have that anymore if you take out details in the level. And I feel like that just changes the way you play the level. Honestly. Like, I feel like the best example, because it's the one I'd most predominantly use, because it's a really tough timing, is the one in Slim Jim's part, that those two green orbs into, like, that bunk-ass ball timing, where, like, if you hit the first one correctly, you have to buffer the second one. Anyway. If those orbs didn't have the decorations, I would have to vastly change my landmark. And just the way that it's layered, since the player is layered over top of it, I use it as like, I think of like, oh, like a, let's think of like an eclipsed moon, like when it's so-and-so amount eclipsed, then I click the orb. That's literally how I think every time I get to that orb. It's like, how covered am I? That's when I should click the orb. Piss the fuck off, man. Holy shit, I'm getting mad. I've only been playing for like an hour and 10 minutes. Because that first bit of the stream, I wasn't even... Samifying? I swear to fuck. Maybe I should start playing from zero again. Fuck, I don't want breakup posts in my timeline. I don't give a fuck. Shut up. Yeah, you know, actually I want to play from here. I have fun from here. Literally, fuck off, man. We're gonna see what happens from zero. See if I can actually get to, see if I can actually get to shock. Honestly, if I get bored enough from here, what the fuck was that? That was such a shitty leg spike. What the hell? That's great. That was great. That was so awesome. I'm not gonna lie, working or like looking at the LDM versus the full detail version of this level, I don't see any differences except for NLEX. Like, I am totally and entirely believing in the fact that NLEX is the only reason this level needs an LDM. Whatever. I'm bored of playing the level right now. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Oh my god. That's horrible. Sorry about that. Rotate 0, 0. It's not. Does this count as an object? It's not tethered to anything. 825. It does count as something. That rotate trigger is really doing absolutely nothing. Wow. $159 objects. You know, actually, genuinely speaking, I don't think I care enough. What is this shit doing up here, man? It doesn't do anything. Oh. Who the fuck is texting me? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to play this level right now. I don't even want to optimize it, I'm so bored. What the fuck is it doing? Ah. What? The fuck? Preview mode. Preview mode. What are these spikes What are these spikes doing? I'm just gonna like play through this and see if those two things that I just found that are on the spikes do anything. No! So are you telling me that these things do absolutely nothing? And these little spikes in here do absolutely nothing either? Cause that's crazy. They're just black spikes with like 8 objects inside them that do nothing. I just need to go through this one more time to make sure I'm not bugging. There's nothing in there. They actually do nothing. That's crazy. Show hitboxes. No. Preview mode. Like, they don't do anything. And why is there, like, look at this. T28. I'm so lost. T24. Well, whatever it is, it's not on top. You're T29 and 1. It's black. It is black and it has no group to it, meaning it's not going to do anything. And it has blending on, so you know, all things considered, this isn't a gross example of the unoptimization of this level. It is an example, and I feel like in Unlex's part it's just another example, because this dude has lots of examples of not optimized parts, or unoptimized bits. Because, you know, one thing I actually like to do is this. I like to go over to YouTube, and I'll show y'all in a second. Top layer is raising my new level. That's so cool. So I kind of like to go to this, because the level has not been visually updated at all. So I like to do this. Where's game capture? Oh. One thing I like to do is this. Look, why does it look so clean here? But when people actually play it, it looks like ass. Like this, all these spikes are not as clean. Also, let's just play it through. You can see that there are none of these extra details that are in the level, apparently. Also, Let's go to someone's completion. Let's go to Doggy's completion right here. He's playing a pitched up version.
Fucking go.
Shit, he's playing an Ultra LDM version or something. Shit, why does his look so clean? Pause. I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. I might actually be crazy. Okay, no. Let's go over Zodiac updated again. This is a version I have not touched. This is a version I have not touched at all. Did I fuck it up? No, it's like that here too. I mean, like, some of the spikes end up looking clean in the end, but no. That's crazy. I don't know why it looks like that, but not my fault. Because I just went into the regular version, and it does also look like that. This game is so inconsistent sometimes. Just for, like, no reason, some things look like this and other things look like that. Like, you know what makes me mad is I'm going back to, like, a few replays of people beating this level, and you know what's kind of funny is that all those teleport portals at like Slim Jim's part in the ship, they didn't get the bug where it just randomly changes back to its default size. It's actually sized correctly. But then I attempt to like fix it in the now current version. No dice. Wow, I got it like twice and I like fumbled it. What's that? It's already 2:18. Okay, wow, there's like nothing in that wave section. They don't have these spikes. Dude didn't put the spikes in the wave section. Alright, whatever. Whatever, it's less objects for this. You know, whatever, yeah. It's a gradient thing that it has to load in, so I guess this might be worth it, taking it out. Oh, not that. I feel like NLEX's part not only could have been optimized better, but with some of that optimization, there would have been room to put more stuff to make this part more visually stunning. And this dude really only focused on glow, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, look at more things that I can actually end up deleting. That's crazy. NLEX is really the part that keeps on giving. Like, there's really always stuff to delete in this dude's part. Thank you, NLEX. Your part is horrendously optimized, dude. What if I moved it over 2 pixels? Oh my god, it literally fixes it. That doesn't change the difficulty. That doesn't change the difficulty. Wow, does NLEX's part run any better? I don't think so. But, you know, the sentiment is there that I check out more objects. Oh my god, swag root! I think if I added to this version of Zodiac, like I'm purely uploading this version just to have like an optimized version so people might be able to run NLEX on full detail. But I think if I took this version and like made a Zodiac but better version, like I already have one of those versions going, but you know, it only has NLEX optimized. After going through this level like a million times, I've come to realize there are a lot of parts that can be optimized. Like Joe's part, there was a lot of glow in there that wasn't visually seen at all. Optimized right there, I got pretty optimized, I'd say. Zodiac's part, there's a lot of glow in that part, and some of it was not visually needed, because it just hides behind other stuff and it will never see the light of day. I can't think of any other heavy hitters that were like, wow. you need some objects removed from your part. There are other parts where it's like, oh, okay, this object goes below the ground and it only moves on this one axis. It won't move up or down. So I can delete this stuff that's below ground level and never be seen. You know, there's like some small stuff like that. While Failure's part is pretty well done, it definitely has one of the worst defenses. Like, just arguably the worst one out there. So why would you only use a circular glow piece when you could use those quarter glow pieces to make a full piece of glow? And then circle it around a saw blade. That's what Failure did for 2 of the saw blades. Only 2, luckily. So 64 objects of glow, and then I downed it to a quarter of that. What's 64 divided by 20, 40, 60, 15, 30, 45, 60. So 18 objects? 16 or 18 objects? No, it'd be 17. It'd be 17 objects. I got it down from like 64 objects to 17 objects. Because why are we using quarter pieces of glow to make a full regular piece of glow? Why, like, it's literally... Why use 1 object when you could use 4? Is that, huh? You're going in the wrong direction, buddy. Just use 1 object. So while Failure overall wasn't that bad, had one of the worst defenses. I'm not gonna lie. And that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong to say, because NLEX literally has objects in their part that will never see the light of day, and yet they're there just taking up real estate for no reason. Like, his NLEX's logo had a bunch of glow behind it. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. Does it do anything? I played it through, nothing happened. I look at it, the glow, like the 40 pieces of glow that are in NLEX's logo are just black. They just blended into the black spikes that they were on top of. They weren't grouped to anything, so they're not moving anywhere. It was like, holy shit, dude, get rid of that right now. Oh. Oh, come on, man. There's no way I just did that, dude. Holy shit, I'm so bad. There's no way I've never done that before. Oh my god. That's incredibly horrendous. Hold on. Too late. Barely died. No! Slim Jim! Oh my god. I literally, like, I don't know if this got picked up, but my finger bent a weird way because I was getting so stressed out and I was clicking so hard that I bent my finger a weird way when I clicked one of the times. And luckily I corrected myself from it, but still died. That was way too high. I'm gonna try and get that moment back when I finish the stream and it like processes and all that. Because I'm gonna have to zoom in and I don't know if the quality will be good enough to see how weird my finger bent. Shit, that was really bad. Like, the preview mode right now is really bad, but it's saying that I'm streaming in a bitrate that's higher than what YouTube recommends. Like, I want good quality streams for when I pull them for the videos. Sorry. Shit, too early, man. This is why I think... Actually, you know what? Truthfully, while I'm in school and while I have homework and exams and I have other things in my life to tend to, school obviously just being like the biggest factor, taking away free time. Because once you're out of class, you're not done school. You have homework and you have studying to do. So once I'm done school, that being like the biggest factor of things taking up time in my life, and once I'm seriously able to play this level regularly on a regular schedule, at least an hour a day, because this is like out of the ordinary, being able to play for 2 hours straight. It's just because I have my study routine, or my study plan planned out for the rest of the weekend. I don't work this weekend. It's the only reason I'm allowed to play today, for as long as I have been. But yeah, once I'm done with school, if I haven't already beaten it by then by some like miracle, I think once I finish school is when I will beat it. And I don't say that to myself right now to make myself give up hope, because I don't finish school for another... This is 6 months? I got another half a year until I finish school. Which means at least another half a year until I start making progress again, but I don't want to say that because the 65 I got the other day did come out of nowhere. Why did I drop so fast? Horse malarkey. I truly do think some of the, like, the one spike and shock, I think it looks that way because the layering wasn't done correctly, and sometimes the layering will, like, change itself, even though it appears one way for a while, and then it'll just change itself. Like, after you go back into the editor, even after you layer it, or you post it, the layering will fuck up, which is what I think happened to that spike right there. Yeah, that was way too quick. I feel like I know I just had like the same death twice and it was a very stupid one, but I think I have my groove back. It's not going to last for long because I'm not really going to play this weekend. Or on Monday. Or really up until like 2 weeks from now. Because I have some stressful examinations coming up. Motherfucker. Lock the fuck in, dude. Holy shit. Oh! That was a stupid death. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. It's almost 3 o'clock. Yeah, no. That's the end of the stream right now. So oh wait, it's not up to I'm just gonna do an attempt die right there, and then I'm just gonna check how delayed the stream is. And then I'm just gonna end it. That was bad. That was a bad attempt. So, yeah. I think I'm playing a little bit on autopilot, so... Okay, so it's not very delayed. Playing a little bit on autopilot, so I think I'm done right now. Yeah. It was fun. I had a good time. But... And you know what? I got a good run. 38 to 55. I'll do one attempt from 0. And then I'm done. Truthfully. Ideally, I'd like to get to failure. Or not failure. Shock. Bullshit, dude. Okay. Let's see. That was a good stream. I actually had a good time, despite getting mad a few times. I feel like that was actually quite productive. Until next time, I don't know when that's gonna be. I don't know the next time I'll even open up and play this level seriously, so later.